Senator Diesick.
Mr. President, I move that further proceedings under the roll call be dispensed with and the Sergeant at Arms be instructed to bring in the absent members.
On that motion, all in favor say aye. All opposed say no. The motion prevails. Please stand for the prayer. Today's chaplain is Reverend Hans Jorgensen from St. Timothy Lutheran Church in St. Paul. And following the prayer, please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Divine Companion, you are called by many names in a multitude of languages, but no name exhausts your wonder. We gather today from all across the state with our variety of names: Muslim, Jewish, Christian, Hindu, Sikh, humanist, indigenous, black, Asian, white, Latino. There are so many more names, but no single name exhausts our identity, yet you know us. You know what matters about each one of us and about all of us together. Show us a glimpse of that vision today. As we gather, a wide beam of prayer radiates to serve the state of Minnesota this morning, a prayer for nursing home aides, auto mechanics, bank tellers, grocery store clerks, farmers, for parents, friends, children, partners, those without homes or without employment. Open our eyes to see them all and their dignity in your freeing love. Open our hearts to one another to keep doing the work needed here now. Open our hands to receive what we each can offer. As the prophet Isaiah said in a time long ago, learn to do good, seek justice, rescue the oppressed, defend the orphan, plead for the widow. Come now, let us reason together. Well, now let us reason together for this time. So breathe upon us, senators and staff and all who here seek to govern. Breathe upon us your Spirit, that we might be who our state needs just for today, just for today. And when our day is done, let it be done, and give us rest and grace with loved ones. With grateful hearts we enter now. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The Secretary will take the roll.
Abler, Anderson, Barr, Bolden, Carlson, Champion, Coleman, Swadzinski, Dames, Dibble, Dornick, Draheim, Drazkowski, Duckworth, Diedzik, Eichhorn, Farnsworth, Fateh, Frentz, Green, Grunhagen, Gustafson, Huschild, Herr, Hoffman, Housley, Howe, Jasinski, Johnson, Klein, Curran, Kroon, Kanesh, Kopek, Lang, Latz, Liskey, Limmer, Lucero, Mann, Marty, Matthews, Mayquade, McEwen, Miller, Mitchell, Mohammed, Morrison, Murphy, Nelson, Umuverbaten, Pappas, Pa, Port, Pratt, Putnam, Rarick, Rasmussen, Rest, Seeberger, Utke, Weber, Wiesenberg, Westland, Westrom, Wickland, Zhang.
A quorum is present. We will move to the second order of business, executive and official communications. The following communications were received and referred as indicated. We will now move to the fifth order of business, reports of committees. Senator Diesick for a motion to adopt the committee report.
Mr. President, I move that the committee report printed on the agenda be adopted.
On the motion of the committee report, all in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. The motion prevails. We will now move to the sixth order of business, second reading of Senate bills. The Secretary will take the Senate numbers, please. We'll read the Senate numbers.
Senate file number 25.
The Senate file has been given its second reading. We will now move to the the 8th order of business, introduction and first reading of Senate bills. The bills listed on today's introduction calendar are given their first reading and referred as indicated. With the following changes. If you go to Senate File number 68, that bill is referred to Environment, Climate, and Legacy. If you move to Senate File number 75, that bill is referred to the Committee on Environment, Climate, and Legacy. And finally, Senate File number 98 is referred to the Committee on Judiciary and Public Safety. We will now move to the ninth order of business, motions and resolutions. We will adopt the author's motion as one motion. All in favor say aye. Those opposed say no. The motion prevails. Senator Swazinski, for your motion.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that Senate File 50 from the be moved from the Education Finance Committee to Education Policy Committee. I've talked to the chair of the Education Finance Committee, and she's on board with this.
And as you indicated, Senator, you have talked to both chairs, and this is your bill, is that right?
That is correct.
All right. All in favor of the motion say aye. Those opposed say no. The motion prevails. We will now move to the Senate Concurrent Resolution number 2. Remaining under motions and resolution, the Secretary will report Senate Concurrent Resolution number 2.
Senators Dietzick and Johnson introduced Senate Concurrent Resolution number 2, a Senate Concurrent Resolution relating to adjournment for more than 3 days.
Senator Dietzick.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move to adopt Senate Concurrent Resolution number 2.
To the resolution, Senator Dietzick, explain the resolution.
Thank you, Mr. President. According to Article 4 of the Constitution, which is the Legislative Department, Section 12, it says that the House and Senate, during a session of the legislature, shall adjourn for no more than 3 days, except Sundays. And with Martin Luther King coming up next Monday, we need to have a concurrent resolution with the House. And so the resolution says that we will meet the next time. It may be for more than 3 days, and we will reconvene at noon on the 17th. So after this week, after Thursday, we will be in this week on Thursday, and then we won't meet until the following Tuesday. So that's all this resolution does. This is a typical resolution. So again, I move for adoption of the resolution. Thank you, Mr. President.
Is there any discussion on the resolution?
Mr. President?
Senator Johnson.
Yes, I just rise to support this amendment and urge members to do so as well.
Any further discussion on the resolution? Seeing no further discussion, all in favor say aye. Those opposed say no. Motion prevails and the resolution is adopted. Senator Dietzick for the motion to recess.
Thank you, Mr. President. Members, we're going to recess to the call of the President. We'll be coming in later today to adopt committee reports and to receive messages from the House. They passed the tax conformity bill earlier, so we're waiting to receive that message. When that is complete, we will adjourn for Tuesday, tomorrow at 11 a.m. So my office will send out a notice about 20 minutes later to know what time, but my guess it will be after committees, so later in the day.
Senator Johnson.
Thank you, Mr. President. And I was wondering if Senator Dietzick would yield to a question.
Will you yield, Senator Dietzick? She will yield. Senator Johnson.
Thank you, Mr. President and Senator Dietzick. So last week we had a rather lengthy discussion about Rule 10.1. Some assurances were given that we would have more representation within the committee structures. And I know that over the weekend, there's indications that that work was being done to allow more Republican representation, proportionality-wise, on those committees. And just wondering from the majority leader where we were on those discussions.
Senator Dietzick.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Senator Johnson, for the question. So we did get a formal request from you. I know we have been in touch with different committee chairs, and I think we're just following up to finalize that. So we will have something back to you later today, and then that's the status of that. Then we can discuss it at that point.
Senator Johnson.
Thank you, Senator Dietzich. I very much appreciate that. We have a lot of work in front of us. Looking by the ambitious schedule that we have this week, next week, and the following week, I think it's very important that we have Republican voices on those committees sooner rather than later. So I appreciate the efforts that you're putting forth on getting those proportionality issues addressed.
Thank you. To Senator Dietrich's motion to recess, all those in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. The motion prevails. The Senate is in recess.